and welcome to Pimpin Positivity Podcast. I am your host, Alethea, also known as Miss underscore HDIC. So what I'm going to do for you now, I'm going to hype you up and give you a little bit of motivation along the way. So today on this show, what we're going to talk about is overcoming. I know that we have all been through a lot of shit in our lives. Me especially. I have been through shit that people thought that I would not make it out of. Baby, I have been through domestic violence. I have been through rape. I have been through molestation. And a lot of times I thought that I would not be able to make it out. I thought that because of what I've been through, that was all that there was. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. And I'm so happy that I'm sitting here right now because I do not look like what I have been through in my life. And I have a guest that's going to join me because most of the time what we do with our trauma is we take that in and we use that trauma as, okay, well, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. And I can't be anything other than my trauma. Oftentimes we let our trauma define us. And I did that for a very long time. I was a victim for a very long time. And that's how I felt. That's how I carried myself. As women, oftentimes we do that when we become the victim. And that's who we are for the remainder of our lives. But can I tell you that we are no longer victims? I have overcome this. I've overcome, even in times that I thought that shit was going to break me. And I was for a long time. And it was hard to find the purpose in my pain. But I did. And the person that's going to join me today is extremely special to my heart because she went through a tremendous trauma. And reading her story, seeing her story, and seeing where she is now makes me emotional because I see the woman that she has become. I've seen how she has grown out of this. And I'm extremely, extremely proud of you. So if anybody can overcome, you can. If anybody can get through the situations that you can, it's you. I'm telling you, do not let your trauma define who you are. Do not let your current situation become your final destination. So I want to introduce you to my beautiful niece, Brittany. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, I'm Brittany.
So I am going to give a little backstory about Brittany. So you see this beautiful young lady sitting right here, and she has always been. She's always been. So let me tell you how I found out about your situation or what happened. I was driving home from work and I got a phone call from a mutual friend, and they said, no, actually I got a text message, and she said, hey, do you still talk to your mom? And I said, yeah. And she was like, well, please tell her that she's in our prayers. And I said, well, what you talking about? And she was like, oh, well, you don't know what happened to Brittany? And I was like, no, what happened to Brittany? And she was like, oh, well, no. I was like, no, what happened to my niece? The next thing that came on my screen were pictures. And I literally had to pull over on the side of the road. I'm going to read, if that's okay with you, what you sent to me. Which, when I read it, it took me a little minute. So, Brittany, 21, was violently attacked on Monday, November the 22nd, 2022 at her friend's house in Lafayette, Louisiana. As they were enjoying a movie, several persons kicked in the door of the residence and attacked a sleeping Brittany with a hammer. She has several very serious facial injuries that will require surgery and over 3 months of healing and reconstructive surgery. Brittany has a broken jaw and will have to wear braces for 12 weeks, after which several specialists will have to fix the jaw and do root canals on all of her bottom teeth. Reading that out loud, I can see it in your face. What's going on? Just hearing it out loud.
I still get emotional about it. Because the cause of it was behind a guy that I wasn't really, serious with. So like, I thought I almost lost my life because, I could have lost my life, and it made me lose confidence in myself, and it's hard trusting people.
It is.
And it's hard going out in public without having to worry about what's going to happen or, who's there. I have to watch my back everywhere I go. So, it's hard, but I'm getting through it.
So, basically, you feel like you are constantly the victim. Like, you're never the survivor. You are the victim.
Mm-hmm. Practically, yeah.
And going back and seeing those photos of yourself, when it was sent to me, I had to pull over and I cried because I could not believe that it happened to you. And when I called your mom and she told me that you could have lost your life, I just couldn't imagine that anybody can do something like that to you. Mm-hmm. Because you are the sweetest person that I know. After everything happened, after it all happened and you looked at the damage, mm-hmm. How did you feel about yourself? Like, did you ever think that you would look like you look right now?
No, not at all. I thought it would have been way worse than what I thought. And still, even the scar on my face is still it's a reminder of every time I look at myself in the mirror, I have to, think of what happened and how did I get that scar. Or if people look at me and be like, oh, how'd you get that? It's like, you don't want to tell a story like that, without. So.
Do you feel like this has helped you grow in any way?
Yes, it has.
How so?
'Cause at first, I felt like people would still tell me, oh, well, you was doing this or you were doing that, not knowing what really happened and what the story was. But I had to realize, I can't worry about what others say. And I still have to have my faith in God to move on and forgive. So if I can't forgive, then I can't grow.
So you forgave?
I didn't directly, forgive, but praying to God, in order for you to move on, you still have to, forgive everyone, at the end of the day. So I really didn't. It's hard to, because the reason behind it was, but
what exactly was the reason behind, because let me tell you something. We do crazy stuff behind men. We do stuff behind men, and I just don't understand. If a man is doing, if your man is doing something that he ain't got no business doing, I don't understand why us as women go after the other woman. Why don't we go after the man that's doing the dirt? Like I do not understand why we go after the other woman, and 9 times out of 10 the woman had no idea what the hell was going on, but the man knew. Now this man knew that he had a situation that involved my niece, but you were at his home, and these girls plural, ran up on you while you were asleep, and hit you repeatedly with a hammer over a guy. And what was the guy doing while this was going on?
So, a little backstory. So we were only there because it was like a friends night. We were cooking and watching a movie, and it wasn't intentional for me to sleep there, but we stayed late, so I was like, I slept there, and we were both sleeping. So like it was on a couch. We were both sleeping, and we didn't know what was going on. We were like, we just waking up, feeling fist or something's like on top of you, and then you wake up, and then like all of a sudden I didn't even feel the impact of the hammer at all because my adrenaline. But once I started seeing like dripping blood, and that's when I realized, and so he didn't do well. He was fighting back, but like we didn't know what it was. So yeah.
Fast forward to after you had your surgery, because I saw when your jaw was broken, I saw the braces, I saw all the surgeries that you went through to get back to who you are now. And I know that you will never actually get back to who Brittany was. How hard is that for you to try to even have some type of normal life and to feel good about who Brittany is? Like, was that something that they took from you?
No, they didn't take anything from me, actually. Because at the end of the day, I'ma still move on with life. Like, my life is not bad at all. I don't, make people mad, or like I try to help people out. So it's like how it all just came together is just confusing, because in reality people don't really know who I am as a person, like until you get to personally know me. So like they didn't really take nothing from me. I mean, it was hard to like go back to my normal life and do what I used to do. Like still to this day, like I still like don't want to go out or want to do anything, but I have to force myself sometimes because I still have to move on. Life is short, so like you never know what happens, obviously. But like it never really broke me to the point where I gave up completely.
And that's the thing, that we never want to allow something to break us to the point where we just give up on life. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of you that you didn't let this break you, because it could have. It could have. Because I know your struggle. I know that you still struggle with looking at yourself. I know that you still struggle with feeling pretty, which, by the way, girl, you are. Like you never lost that. So it doesn't matter what people say or do, you never lost that. And I love how you didn't let them, when I asked you if they took it from you, you said no. You didn't allow them to take that from you. You didn't allow them to take who you are from you, because you knew I'm still Brittany. I can keep myself in the house. I can hide myself away from the world, but I'm not, because I'm not going to allow them to take that from me. That's you not making yourself a victim. Honey, you are a survivor. You are a survivor. I could have lived my life and said, okay, well, I'm a victim. I'm not going to be with anybody else. I'm just going to not be with people because I feel like they're always going to hurt me. Mm-hmm. That's me making myself a victim. But you are a survivor. Mm-hmm. And you overcame this. And we need to know that even though we go through these traumatic things that could break us, we will overcome this. We will get through this. And you never gave up.
Nope.
And I want to tell you how proud I am of you that you never gave up.
Thank you.
And I know it's hard.
Yeah.
But girl, you got it.
Yep.
So what's happening right now with the girls in question that did all this?
So, 3 of them are charged with just vandalism, which is going to be upgraded. The girl that actually hit me with the hammer is currently charged with simple battery. Isn't the thing simple battery, vandalism, criminal damage, assault with a deadly weapon. But currently they're trying to upgrade it to attempted murder according to the doctor's notes. Attempted murder or aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So
because basically that's what that is. Mm-hmm. Basically that's what they did.
Yep. So
that's crazy.
Ruined her life, literally.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't let this stop you, because right now you're working, you are thriving right now. Yep. From what I hear, you are doing an amazing job. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that you didn't let this minor setback keep you from your major comeback. Yep. So that's for everybody out here. Do not let a minor setback keep you from a major comeback. And baby, right now you are coming back, and you are coming back strong. You are the definition of being great in their fucking face. So anybody who sees this lovely lady sitting here, baby, it don't matter what they do to you. You continue to be great in their fucking face. They will try to hurt you, but you keep being awesome in their fucking face. They will try to break you and keep you down, but keep being great in their face. Know that you are everything, and everything is you, honey. You are the shit, the whole shit, and nothing but the shit. So as I leave you today, baby, know that you can do anything. Know that you are unfucking stoppable. And as always, have a good day on purpose here. You're welcome. The end.
Thanks, everybody.
You are the shit, the whole shit, and nothing but the what? Yes, honey. Not smile. Because bitch, you're gorgeous.